High blood sugar creates a lot of oxidative stress, right? Oxidation is nothing more than your body losing electrons, and then you have to pull from your antioxidant reserves. This could be vitamin A, E, C, various antioxidants and nutrients kind of help give off their electrons and stabilize the cells, and prevents the DNA damage, that free radical stress, from happening. And so high levels of blood sugar create a lot of stress, a lot of inflammation in the body. Now, typically with high levels of blood sugar, it's because you're eating excess carbohydrate and your body doesn't have the ability to dispose it. So it either puts it into fat cells, makes new fat cells, puts it into muscles, burns it up, right? So ideally the priority is, hey, there's glucose in the bloodstream, let's burn it up. Oh, we're not burning it, let's store it in the muscle glycogen, stored carbohydrate. Oh, muscle reserves are already tapped. Oh, let's convert it in the liver for fat, and let's convert it in the body for fat. And that's kind of the priority system. So the body is allocating and looking at your resources and seeing where to put it. Now, too much blood sugar is going to increase glucose in the bloodstream, which starts to sugarcoat things and creates oxidative stress, advanced glycation end products. Again, you starts to create peripheral neuropathy, damages the nerves, damages the small vasculature and the capillaries and the blood vessels. And then, of course, plaquing and blockages and all those different things start to happen over time. So how can we assess and test blood sugar? So number one is look at your functional glucose tolerance, see how your body does with sugar during a meal. And again, sugar, you can put sugar in the category of like carbohydrate, right? It could be pure sugar, like refined sugar in a candy bar. It could be fructose from natural fruit with fiber and nutrients. It could be healthy starch that has carbohydrate that gets broken down. It could even be non-starchy vegetables that some do get broken down to carbohydrate and some sugar, right? And so most when we're talking about fructose, usually it's half sucrose, half fructose. And again, the more processed, the less nutrients, the more sugar, the less processed. We eat whole foods, there's fiber that kind of time releases it. Again, more vegetables, non-starchy, less carbohydrate, more fiber, more potassium, more magnesium, good B vitamins. So you get this kind of nutrients in, where on the processed stuff you get more, get less nutrients, more carbohydrate, more inflammation. So a good way to do it is see how you respond to a meal that typically has protein, fat, and carbs in it. Run a fasting glucose before you eat. Do a 1, 2, 3 hour after you eat. See how you do at hour 1. Are you below 140 to 120 in the first hour? Are you below 120 in the second hour? Are you below 100 in the third hour? That's a good way to assess how you're doing regarding your blood sugar. The higher your blood sugar goes, the more insulin you pump out and make to bring it back down. So blood sugar is a great indication of how much insulin you're making. So blood sugar goes up, insulin has to come up. And the whole idea is that as you get more insulin resistant, the more insulin you need to bring that blood sugar back down. So the faster you bring it back down, it's a sign that you're not as insulin resistant. So really good indication. So that fasting 1, 2, 3 hours, great.